What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lockdown 23-1, where you get all of your craziest crime and prison-related news, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, do not forget to hit the like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave, and join the channel, become a member. It definitely, by far, helps you stand out in the chat when I go on live streams, and in the comment section. It's almost guaranteed for you to get a reply from Old Death. I don't know how valuable that really is, but hey, it is what it is. But today, ladies and gentlemen, I have two stories coming your way. One from Florida. Oh, yes, you know. Well, actually, you know what? It's actually a really sad story, but it's crazy. It's definitely crazy. And another one from California. But without further ado, let's go down south to Florida, ladies and gentlemen. Awakened about 1:30 a.m. Wednesday by a noise outside of his bedroom. A Florida man reached for the woman who lay beside him and, believing she was there, then reached for his handgun, thinking it was an intruder. His bullet struck the shadowy figure of his 6-month pregnant wife, who the man failed to realize had gotten out of bed. She was fatally injured. "Help me, please, help me," the man, shirtless and wearing white boxers as he held the couple's son, screamed to the arriving officer summoned by the 911 call, states a police report. "I just shot my wife. My life is over." "This is a nightmare case," Martin County Sheriff William Snyder told news outlets. "You know, somebody who thinks he's defending his home actually shoots his wife." The woman, who authorities have not named, was shot in the head and taken by first responders to a hospital where she was pronounced dead. But thank God for this, doctors were able to save the unborn child. In the man's 911 call, what he clearly said was, "I shot my wife by accident," the sheriff told. It was hard to listen to. It was a man clearly in horrible anguish, extremely distraught. He was asleep, thought there was an intruder in the house, heard noises, reached over to feel for his wife, and unfortunately he felt what turned out to be his dog. It must have been a pretty big dog, you know? And was the dog under the blankets? I ask all these questions to myself, you know? Because Lucy likes to sleep under the blankets, and Lucy's pretty damn big. Sometimes I'll be snuggling on Lucy thinking it's Brittany. So I can understand, especially if he's in a state of panic, he's seen a shadow and weird noises, but still, you know, it's like, I don't know, man. The incident is believed to be no more than a tragic mistake, with no prior reports of domestic disturbances, but authorities are conducting a full investigation, he said. He gave us a pretty in-depth statement in which he said that he woke in the middle of the night, thought he heard somebody in the house, went to investigate with a handgun, saw a shape in the hallway and fired one round, and unfortunately it turned out to be his wife, said Snyder. See, if it was me, the first thing I would have done with probably my gun drawn, if I seen a shadow, I'm going to say, "Hey, who's in there? Get out." But that's just me. That's just me, you know? What would y'all have done? You just seen a shadow. You know, you think your wife's in the bed. I mean, would you have said anything, or would you have just shot? So though we do have a good statement from him, we don't take anything to face value, and we continue investigating through all backgrounds. The couple also had a 2-year-old child in the home who was not hurt. See, like, how did he not know it wasn't the 2-year-old walking around? I mean, I understand 2 years old, probably in a crib or something. No, not 2. Not 2. It has to be in its own bed. I don't know. The sheriff's message to the gun owners: if you keep a gun within easy access because you think you might need it to protect your home, you have to be extremely careful, he told. When you make that decision to pull the trigger, you've got to know what you're shooting at, or who you're shooting at. But may his wife rest in peace, and if it is something that was an accident, man, Jesus, can you imagine living with that? Living with that kind of guilt? That's sad, man. Next, we're going to the west coast of California. A former minor league baseball player has been convicted of killing his father and 2 other men using what? A baseball bat. Brandon Willie Martin, 27, was found guilty on Wednesday for the deaths of his father, Michael Martin, 64, his uncle, Ricky Lee Anderson, 51, and Barry Swanson, 62. The Riverside Country District Attorney's Office announced Thursday. The jury found Martin guilty of first-degree murder and found the special circumstances of multiple murders to be true. The DA's office said in a statement the one-time MLB draft pick is eligible for the death penalty, which the DA is pushing for. But they don't do the death penalty in California anymore, do they? Or they haven't in a long time. So, we'll see. Martin killed his dad, who was disabled, his uncle, and Swanson, an alarm installer. The three men were murdered at Martin's home in Riverside, California, where Swanson was installing an ADT alarm system because the family feared Brandon Martin. They were so afraid of their own son that they set up a security system. And can you imagine the security guy? I mean, he had to have been snuck up on. See, I play all these situations in my head, right? Like, if I'm installing something, I don't know, I feel like I would have to have been snuck up on, because you would think the security guy would have seen all this stuff go down and ran, you know? It ain't like he was getting, he was shooting bullets. He used a bat. So he had to have been snuck up on, all of them. And I'll tell you this, it does not take much, especially from someone who's going to be a pro Major League Baseball player, to take someone's life with just one whack of the bat. And this brings me to a story or not a story, kind of like a little documentary series on a movie called Casino that I'm bringing y'all's way, okay? You heard it here first. This is why I'm bringing it to you in the future. Probably next day or so, because I got an interview to drop for y'all as well. But Casino. Do y'all remember the scene from Casino where Joe Pesci, I can't remember his damn name in the movie. Damn. But anyways, him and his brother get beat to death with baseball bats and they bury him in the cornfield. Look, you are going to be surprised on how much of that movie is absolutely true. Now, I'm going to bring the real pictures of these individuals and, of course, the pictures of the actors. And they did great. They really did great picking the actors for these movies, because they look almost identical to the people that were in real life. And I can assure you this, that story or that movie, Casino, is damn accurate. Now, that's what you got to be looking forward to later on down the road in a couple days. But let's move on with this story. Martin killed his dad, who was disabled, and his uncle, and Swanson, who was an alarm installer. After killing the men, Martin stole Swanson's pickup truck, which police later found in Corona. The athlete then led authorities in a car chase before he ditched the truck and fled on foot. In his attempt to evade officers, he broke into a home where he jumped from a second-story window. Corona police sent a police canine to detain Martin. After fighting with the canine, Martin was arrested, the DA's office said. Martin had reportedly been released from an emergency mental health facility just hours before the murders. He had been admitted to the facility after threatening his father. Martin is currently being held at Riverside's Robert Presley Jail, according to the outlet. I wonder if that damn psych ward is going to be held responsible in any way, shape, or form for letting this nutcase out to kill his damn pops, his uncle, and the security guard. Rona, is that you, girl? I always sneeze repeatedly like that. Thank you for all the God bless yous in the comment section before you even put them in. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed those two stories. See, most YouTubers, hopefully I ain't got nothing hanging from my nose or nothing. But anyways, most YouTubers wouldn't even leave their sneezes in there. That's how fucking authentic I am. But y'all be easy, man. As always, I bring these crazy stories your way. There isn't really anything to get from them besides the fact that accidents happen. They definitely do. Freak accidents is what I like to call them. And also there are freaking weirdos out there. Just anything is possible. So be 10 toes down and look all around. Be ready for anything at all times, ladies and gentlemen. Do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button before you leave. Join button, become a member. Go buy yourself some Lockdown 23-in-1 merch. I'm not even wearing my own merch right now. I thought it was. But, yeah, go buy yourself some merchandise. Support the channel. Look out for the cookout. And y'all have a blessed weekend. It's Friday, baby. Time to turn it up a notch, huh? Not too much, though. Not too much. Don't want to be turned up all the way to jail.